iki yeri bayağı bir alev aldı. İnşallah binalar bir zarar görmez.
All praises to the Most High Yahawah, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying Yahawashi, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Biglevi, and today is Thursday, July the 29th, 2021, and it's currently 2:21 a.m. Eastern Time. Peace be with you, brothers and sisters. There will be no Jacob's trouble. What you're seeing here, it's called Esau's trouble and the Gentiles' tribulation. Be at peace. May peace be unto you. May peace be in your house, in your soul, in your heart. Be at peace. Fear not. Father is visiting this earth and is saving his children. As you can see, beloved, this is plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the city. This is in the country of Turkey, I believe in Manavgat, Turkey. So now, beloved, we have a fair amount of videos. We are going to look onto all those videos. We're going to see the angels are coming back and reporting unto us. Before I begin, brethren, I would like to say a great thank you for the Heavenly Father to allow me to do this work, and a great thank you for the Most High for using me as a tool. And I want to reinstate this. I want to let the people know, because we have new subscribers that are coming every day, and they instantly fell in love with the Father. So I want to say thank you for all of you. And I want to reinstate and say it again that I am not a prophet. I am not a high priest. I am not a preacher, pastor. I am nothing but a dog the Most High sent to gather his sheep. I have no spiritual power. I am not a dream interpreter. I have no idea how to interpret a dream. I do not do those things, and I am not smart at all. Whatever that you're seeing, whatever you've seen before coming out of my mouth, and things that I saw in the videos, it's not me. I'm just a tool, just a bullhorn, a megaphone. That's all. Beloved, let us go to these videos and see if this is Jacob's trouble. Let us go through this video and see if men can do those things, if the Gentiles will burn down their own homeland, if they will burn down their country, if they will burn and kill their own people, their own houses, so they can bring some garbage, New World Order, RFID chip, and all this nonsense. We were going to see, are they doing this, or is it the glory of the Heavenly Father? This is the report of the angels. Beloved, let us watch. Okay, so let me put the video a little bit down, because there is no music or anything. There we go. Now, beloved, this is in Turkey, and for those of you, I don't like to do this because this computer is very slow when we have all those what they call this thing again, tabs open, and it's quite slow. It's not like we do not have the money to get another computer. We do, but it's just this thing has so many things in it, and you know, once I move to another place, we'll get a brand new computer. But so far so good, this is working. Now, brethren, for those of you who've been following the Most High channel for back ever since the whole Kanye West, the president of Haiti, and that fellow, and there was an earthquake that happened in Turkey. So that was the Most High's wrath. He told them to back off. I believe the thumbnail of the video was the Most Father says back off. I can't get it right now because this thing is too slow. It's running too slow. So now, this happening in Turkey again because they did come upon the loin of the Heavenly Father. And, you know, this looked like an angel with two wings, a wing over there and a wings over there. So let us keep going, brothers, and see what's going on in Turkey, okay? See, this is the whole city, you know, being burned. Okay, there's this giant fire, you know. Look at this. Look at this giant, massive amount of smoke. Okay, let me see if I can put the how do you call this thing again? Deep, deep, deep, deep, deep, deep, deep. Yep. All right. Okay, so let me read this. Authorities have evacuated homes in southern Turkey as a forest fire rages near populated areas. Strong winds have fanned the fire near the Mediterranean coastal town of Manavgat on Wednesday, ravaging houses in the Kalimler district. 3 people have been hospitalized with burns, one of them in serious condition. Turkish security forces have helped more residents of 4 neighborhoods out of the fire's path as firefighters work to control the blaze. Hundreds of forestry workers, assisted by helicopters, are also working to tackle the flames. Manavgat District Governor Mustafa Yigit told the state-run Anadolu agency that hospital in Antalya province has been placed on alert. But Yigit denied reports that patients at Manavgat Hospital were being transferred and added that tourist beach resorts were not affected. Turkey's Disaster and Emergency Management Presidency AFAD said around 30 people were affected by the fire without giving further details. Why? Because they are hiding this. Okay? 30 people could be 30 deaths, but anyway. The cause of the fire was not immediately clear. Wildfires are common in Turkey's Mediterranean and Aegean regions during the arid summer months, although some forest fires have been blamed on arsons. Okay, the source is from Euronews. All right, let's read a little bit of the comment. Christine Cortez say, "Good God, that's hellacious. I love all these fires." She says she hated those fires. We all need to have stuff packed to evacuate. Yes, because the Heavenly Father is sweeping you off the land. Beloved brothers and sisters, this is the work of the Father. Then again, we know this is plague number 2. Oh, is it? Yes. Plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the cities. All right. Azariah 2011. How terrifying. All that chaos and smoke, praying for those affected. We are sorry you went through that. We hope everyone is okay. California. This heat is different. I feel like I'm going to combust when I go outside now. I wonder if the entire Earth, I'm not quite sure what symbols that is about to get. So CH is saying some stuff right here. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is intense, that CH. All right. Because they are seeing this, brothers. Okay. They are doing this on purpose. We know, but can't find them. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah. Damn, man. It was terrifying. Why fires are more common in more and ultimate times. They are seeing this, beloved. Fires are more common, you know. They are getting more bigger, faster, and then they like every single day. Okay. All right. How about that? Australia. What was that at 8 seconds? Looked like an airplane crashing. No, that was the airplane trying to extinguish the fire. All right, let us keep on moving, brothers. Look at this. You think the so-called Gentiles, the heathens, will do this? They will spend huge amount of money to burn down their own home and then bring airplane and try to put it down. Look at this. Look at the tower of fire. Okay. Okay, this dude is screaming the heat. Okay, say get away, get away. Well, I'm assuming I don't speak Turkish. Okay. See, this is the Mosai's wrath right there. They are not doing this. Look at this. All right. They are not doing this garbage to come under one world government. They were and they still under one world government. The moment that you have the children of the Lord under you, okay, look at this. All right, it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. The flames still go, burning. So the Mosai is burning those people out. You yell and the Barry yell. They are dancing and giving glory to the Mosai. It look like wow. What is this? Wow, if Brother Rap the News saw this, it seems like this is a giant planet here. Okay, it's like giant circle there. And I despise when people film portrait, man. They hold a freaking phone vertically so you cannot see this thing. All right, this look like a giant circle, giant planet, and then you see the flame coming right here, and then there's like a circle in the middle, okay, and a circle there. This look like my album cover. Boy, I really don't want to go in this, but I'll do this. Let's see. Look like a sundog. Well, they call it. Show me picture of sundog. Yeah, so they always say this, but this is not what that is, brothers. Don't let those people fool you. They call it, they are crystal over there, but that's not what that is, okay? You see how it does look like that? You see how you see that the thing over there? It's like a little wing. When you look at this, see, it's like a little wing over there. And then the sun in the middle right here. Whoops, why am I here? See that little wing over there and the sun in the middle right here. And then when you look at this image, you can see the little wing and then the sun in the middle. If we had the full picture, we could have seen this. Could be this planet that keep appearing behind our sun. It could be the one that burning this stuff, burning this entire place. Okay, we have a playlist. Okay, and our then again, this look like, let me see. Oh man, I don't want to go into my album, man. Let's see if I can get this. Ebon Black 6 out of 12. No. Oops. Forgive me, I'm typing and it's very dark in my room. Okay, that's my video that I made. Oh, that's okay. Huh. All right, let me see if I can get it because sometime I have to show those things. Okay, finally. So this look like the album the instrumental album that I released. But when that it's like 2018, November 23rd, 2018. It's called Urban Beats 6 out of 12, and based on the sign the Mosai was showing me, like years ago, I put 12. I can't. Yeah, this is the thing that I keep seeing. This is what they call it, the sun dog, that I kept seeing. Give me a second. All right, so this is the sun dog, whatever they call it, but this is not what that is. Okay, I used to see this all the time, and I released this album, and then I put 12 stars. It's 12 points, like around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then the one in the middle. So, and I released 6 beats. and that's where they were. And a la mode, come at me, bro, chill zone, just do it, man, pop stars, and premature arrival. So I released the album. It's called Urban Beats 6 out of 12. So that's what, when the Most High saw me, when the Most High was showing me those things. And if you check my channels, there's well, if you check the channel, there's a playlist called Heavenly Sign. Is that what that is? Holy Sign in the Heaven. Okay, holy sign in the heaven. So that's when the Most High was showing me two sun in the sky, and then he was showing me a big black planet that appeared behind our sun. So that's well, I'm pretty embarrassing about this video, but okay. So, and this is it. I was at work, and the phone turned up that way. See, you can see this. All right, it's the same thing that you're seeing here. All right, and then the same thing that you're seeing there. But since the video shot portrait, you can't see it, but you can see this look like a head, this look like a wing, another wing. But this could be, you can see the shape of the planet behind this burning things down. So let me see. Okay, that was one of the videos. Okay, there are plenty others. All right. Okay, so Wormwood, Nibiru, Planet X, the Destroyer Giant Planet. That was like September 8th, 2020. Okay, so you know, these things keep appearing, keep popping up. Okay. All right, you can see it again, and I keep seeing it, and then that was the Most High, you know, talking and showing me. I was at work, and then he taught me, and then he showed me this thing. All right, this is not a sun dog; it's a giant freaking planet. That's what that is. Okay, so now we got all those garbage out of the way. All my trash music. I didn't want to bring you guys those music, but anyway, they are instrumental. So yeah, let us keep on going, brothers. Okay, you can see it, right? I don't know what am I receiving text message. Is that thing even recording right here? All right, brothers. Let us keep on moving. Okay, now, okay, so you can see, you still can see the ship. All right, so the people, the Most High is sweeping them off the land. The Most High is doing this, right, so they will not come back here. That's how he did swept us off the land also. Okay, so look at this giant, oops. Okay, why, I don't know why this thing go full screen, but it did. Okay. All right, the whole thing, beloved, the whole thing. Look at this. I don't like full screen in this thing. All right, so this is, you see the destruction, brothers. See this, the destruction. Okay, the people are fleeing. Okay, which is, again, this is plague number 2 and number 10. Okay, fiery conflagration of the cities, and number 10 is number 9, which is flight and distress. Well, it's supposed to be flight and distress, or ENIN, but you can see this. Those people are fleeing. All right, this thing is burning houses. People are dying. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is, man. All right. Let me pause it right there. So you see the burial, man. All praises to the Most High. All right, this thing is all over. It's in California. It's in Turkey. It's in China. It's in Siberia. Russia is still burning. Look at the sky. Look at this, beloved. You know, how could you say that this is being done by men? All right, those people are fleeing. All right, because the Most High is burning them off the land. He's sweeping them off all the lands. Okay, those people have no more land. All right, they can't go back to their land because, well, they break the commitment. They break the oath that Noah took with Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So they invade our land. Okay, look at this. All right. All praises, man. All right. Okay, there you can hear the anger, the sorrow. All right, look at this, brethren. Wow. Massive fire, man. All right. Look at this. And you can see, wow. I don't know if I'm the only one seeing this. This look like, well, let me let it play a little right here. And see if I can freeze it or froze it. Look, wow. Okay, let me let this guy. Okay, it's this look like a face, man. That's like the forehead, and that's like the hair. It's like a woman face. That's like the black hair go all the way on her back. She's look like a demon woman. This is the eyes, the both eyes, the nose right here, and her mouth just open, screaming and stuff. And you can see the smoke coming out of her mouth, and you see another face there, like a man with a beard. That's the eye, another eye, the nose, and the cheek, the cheekbone. All those stuff. She looked like a Caucasian lady. Just she's this is her shoulder. Okay, this is her neck connected to her shoulder. Okay, this is her black hair. The forehead, you can see it right here. And this is the airliner. Her hair go all the way in the back right here. And she look up. It seems like she looking up that way. Okay, and then this is the nose. That's the man next to it. It's all beautiful, brothers. Sometime, I don't know. Maybe I've seen this. Maybe my mind. But I don't know if you guys can see this too, okay? It's like a lady screaming to something come from up there. All praises to the Most High, man. All right. Okay. Okay, so you can still see it. All right. The burial dancing. So those are the apartments next to the fire. Those things has people in them. They are being burned. All right. The Most High is sweeping them off and tormenting them. Okay. They can't stop this. All right. Yeah. So the Heavenly Father is wiping the Turkish people of the land because they did come upon the loin of the children of the Most High, with the whole thing with Atlantis, Kanye West, and the Haitian president, Look at this, man. All right. Beautiful. Okay, this is your technology. Airplane dropping water. That's your high technology. People are fleeing. All right. The whole place is it's in disarray. They are evacuating, which means the Most High is sweeping them off the land. All right. Those people do not have any technology. They could have controlled the weather and call up the clouds and it would have rained. No, they are fleeing and then using their airplane to drop water. That's your technology. Okay? So, brothers, this is worldwide. This is worldwide. The Most High is doing this. Okay? They can't put this thing out. And then when this thing burn everything else, okay, that's your technology. Little helicopters with a bucket of water. Okay? This is your technology. And then you can't even do this properly. Okay? There you go. There you go. That's your technology. Look at this. Look at the sky. Damn, look at this again. This look like a lion. Wow, brothers. You see this? This is the forehead. Okay, this is the eye. This is the nose, and that lion raw. This is some type of. It look more like a demon. You see, this is the eye, the face. Man, this is scary. You see, it look like a demon roaring. Like a banshee. Let me see if I can get a banshee. I don't know if you guys can see those things, but all praises, man. Banshee. No, not banshee. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. DC Comic Banshee. All right.
According to Wikipedia.
All right. Let's see. Banshee. Okay. All right. She's like one of my favorite villain. She's pretty powerful. I think one of my comic book thing, I created a character just like Banshee. Well, in my comic book universe, there's a planet called Queba, which made entirely of water. It's like a globe of water, and in this planet, and all the mermaids that live in there, they're all female, and they got sonic scream. Okay, all right. Let me take one of a sonic scream. Uh, Okay, which one? All right, we'll take that one. Okay, see how she's like screaming like this? This is a Banshee. So when you look at this, you enlarge this, you know, this look like Banshee screaming. See the hair? Okay, the hair like this is like a lion like demon. And the forehead right here, this is the eyes, and this is the nose right there, and then the lips and the mouth open, wide open, and then the throat go down there, and the body is somewhere around here, but the scumbag that shot that video hold his phone vertically. So that's the airliner right here, and then you see the hair like a Banshee screaming. All praises to the Most High. At least that's what I'm seeing. Okay, a Banshee. Okay, a screaming demon. All right, Banshee is pretty powerful. She almost killed Superman. She is quite powerful. All right. Okay, a screaming demon, Banshee. I think she did kill Superman. No, Supergirl. Yeah, she is quite powerful though. Her scream, the scream can knock you off. So, again, beloved, this is me trying to make things make sense for the family. All right, this is a screaming Banshee right here. All praises, man. You can't make this up. You can't, man. All right, let us keep on moving. We're done. Okay, you can see that screaming Banshee over there, screaming in the sky, in the spiritual realm. All right. All praises to the Most High, man. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful, man. Beautiful. The screaming Banshee's still there because, she's still there. All right, we're going to stop it right here. Okay, you can see this. The eyes, the mouth still open, Now it's okay. Let's see. I can see. This is the eyes. One eye, the nose right here, and the mouth still open, screaming. Now it look more like a skull, a giant. It look like a giant alien skull. Okay, screaming like, oh, Banshee. Crazy thing, brothers, crazy. There is a lot of war going in the spiritual realm. Okay, we give the Most High praises and glory, beloved. Let us move to the next video. Then again, this is second plague, fiery conflagration of the city. Okay, flight and distress, people are fleeing, and all of those things, beloved, they are happening because of Genesis 15 verse 13. The 400 years is up, pay up, get the hell off of our land. Okay, the Most High, he's making it, beloved, that he's making it to a stage that it is so uncomfortable for those people, they're gonna have to say something, man. Okay, well, we said it every day. He said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 100 years. Okay, so we fulfill this prophecy. And now, Father is in Genesis 15, verse 14, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. Father's judging the whole nation through all those plagues and the ley lines. All right, let us move to the next video, beloved. Okay.
Local 10's Roy Ramos is live in Miami with this story. Roy.
Nicole and Calvin, well, City of Miami police say that suspect backed a U-Haul truck right here in this area, dumped that woman's body before setting it on fire. But investigators learned that she was strangled to death prior to being brought here. You are looking at the mugshot of 57-year-old Alan Thomas.
All right. You know what to do. This guy's 57 years old. Again, beloved, we over here, we do not look for skin color. It says, okay, he's a black man and stuff. He's automatically a child of the Most High. This doesn't fly here. Okay, this guy killed a person and burned the body. You know what kind of people do this? Israel, YAHAWAH, we don't have, except for the 2/3, but our people truly, we are the seed of the Most High. We can't do things like this. We can't kill someone, strangle that person to death, put her dead body somewhere and burn it. Okay? Not all skin folk or kinfolk.
He is who City of Miami police said killed a woman, loaded her into a U-Haul truck, then dumped her body before setting it on fire. According to the arrest report we obtained through surveillance cameras, investigators witnessed Thomas back the truck up near train tracks across from Northeast 73rd Street and 2nd Avenue just after 5 in the morning Sunday. Detectives said that's when he spotted getting out of the driver's seat, walking to the back of the truck when flames began coming from the rear of the vehicle. Seconds later, they said he drives away. Monday, detectives find Thomas and that U-Haul truck here at his apartment on Northwest 60th Street and 12th Avenue. Thomas is arrested, but it's what police find inside that is disturbing. Several knives, cleaning supplies, and blood consistent with a struggle.
It's got to be.
So then again, our people, they don't have that spirit in them to do this. Okay, this guy most likely is on another nation.
Surprising, though, to hear something like that.
Yeah.
This neighbor, who asked us not to show his face, shocked to learn of the woman's death, especially after hearing the details. A witness told police Thomas said the victim was dead in the apartment for 2 days before her decomposing body was dragged into that truck and then burned.
He killed already, and he will do it again if he gets a chance to do it.
That's the thing.
And unfortunately, that victim still has yet to be identified because her body was so badly burned.
Ask him. Ask him. All praises to the Most High, man. Burn. Plague number 2.
Of each man facing a judge accused of arson. 20-year-old Obed Ordonez is facing several charges, including attempted first-degree murder and aggravated animal cruelty. Ordonez allegedly set an apartment on fire in Hollywood while 2 people were sleeping inside last Thursday. The residents inside were not hurt, but we do know a dog died in the fire.
So those are the pyromaniacs setting things on fire, because the angels are coming back and reporting unto us and telling us that they give them a spirit of foolishness, craziness, and madness. They get into an argument with someone and they figured out the best way to get rid of that person is to set the house on fire and kill everybody, and all praises to the Most High.
Us alive now in West Miami-Dade with what happened in court today. Christian.
Well, we know he's still in jail. He has posted bond. His attorney tells us tonight as soon as he gets out, he'll be getting help. 47-year-old Fernando Castano has been a firefighter for nearly 30 years. Most recently, he spent weeks searching for victims in the Surfside building collapse.
You were arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm, battery, and 3 counts of assault.
Castano in court Wednesday after being arrested following a visit to his estranged wife's home.
So what you're seeing here, cursed be the businesses, cursed be the houses, cursed be their marriage, cursed be their wives, cursed be their husbands, cursed be their children. This is the angels coming back and reporting this guy was just involved in quote unquote the pancakes that happened over there in Miami Surfside. And then when we were praying against them, we say curse this, and then this guy went to his wife and then did all those things.
She doesn't want to talk to him. He brandishes a handgun, points it at the wife. If you want to end things, I should end it right now. He said he was going to kill them and kill himself.
His brother told me he was extremely distraught.
Criminal defense attorney Michael Catalano is representing Castano and is a family friend. He says the Miami-Dade firefighter has been struggling since his work at the site of the collapse.
That's wow. You see, the Gentile, the heathens, this is how they are. They always find a way. Is that thing even recording right now? Let us check. Yes, it is. They always find a way to blame their barbaric behavior on something that has nothing to do with anything. Oh, okay, well, you start acting like this because he saw something over there that was so traumatized. I thought you guys say those guys were heroes. Remember, beloved, before the whole thing, those people were raising those so-called quote-unquote firefighters. They are heroes. They are good people, good men. Apparently, that guy was a massive, backwarded, hillbilly Hicks scumbag. He was a douche, a jackass.
And needs help.
Trust me, as soon as he gets out of there, he's going straight to psychological services.
They were going through a divorce. Honestly, after all the dead bodies, the smell.
Oh my good Lord. What? After all the sniffing dead body, that has nothing to do with anything. You mean to tell me this is the first time this guy done this? No, he been doing this so much that his ex-wife doesn't want to see him because that's all he does. That's all he does. And then now you guys are looking for excuses. Get out of here, man.
He's acting. He just got overwhelmed by what he was doing the whole time at Surfside.
Yeah,
I understand you must have been through a lot, and hopefully at the police
terrible
and
month,
the fire
man.
department,
Terrible.
you can get some counseling there.
Okay, so this is what it is, brothers. This is the angels coming back and report and say, "Cursed be the court system. Cursed be those men. Okay, cursed be the firefighters. Cursed be the law enforcement." And then he's like, "This is terrible, terrible, terrible." We know this scumbag is lying. That backwarded, buck-toothed hillbilly scumbag.
That can hopefully make.
I was there from day one, man, until I got home Friday to an empty house.
Miami-Dade Fire Rescue saying it's aware of the arrest of one of its employees in relation to a domestic dispute. The employee will be placed on administrative duty pending further review of this incident.
And then with pay and all that. All right, whatever. So all praises, beloved. Let us move.
A fiery plane crash outside of town near Indian Springs. So take a look at this video. Witnesses say the plane burst into flames after the crash, but the pilot was able to escape unharmed. Currently, US 95 is closed in both directions near mile marker 8. The pilot told witnesses on the ground that he lost power and couldn't get his landing gear down.
Okay, so we are seeing that the ley line is taking those guys down. Okay, the ley line switch, another plane. We got two more, though, fell, and then all praises to the Most High. This happened like yesterday. All right.
Well, Madison and Chris, the scene is actually quite shocking. Just beyond the green here of this local golf course is the crushed fuselage of that private jet, almost indistinguishable now. But if you follow the light, it is dark here. There are federal investigators still on the scene, sifting through the charred pieces, trying to pin down exactly what happened here.
Truck units report of an airplane just crashed at the Truckee Airport.
Federal investigators say the private twin-engine jet carrying at least 2 passengers and 2 crew was just a mile from landing at the Truckee Tahoe Airport when it crashed into the forest Monday afternoon.
Okay, so I think they have an update. 6 people die, all right? All right, let's see if we can, let's hear this and then see if we can get the update, all right? Airplanes are falling off, brothers, okay? Let me see, let me read the stuff. Fight where shows, I'll take it, all right? Now saying 6 died so far. Jesus Christ, the news is so incompetent. It's like 6th graders are running their own TV station. The plane took off from either Florida or Idaho. Certainly something they'll be looking into. No, this is the confusion that the Father put upon them, all right? Let's watch this, then we'll look for the updates.
The aircraft reportedly exploded on impact near homes and just outside a golf course, leaving behind a fiery mess, killing everyone on board. Officials have yet to release their identities or a cause, but have taped off acres as they look into what may have happened.
There were thunderstorms in the vicinity, probably throughout the day.
Aviation expert Stephen Thompson says flying conditions in Truckee can be treacherous, saying the mountainous terrain and unpredictable weather have even forced this expert pilot to divert.
The particular angle they were at suggests
divert or divert. I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
That they may have lost a visual of the runway, because it's my understanding that at some point they had confirmed to the tower that they actually did have a visual on the runway.
That's the thing. So it cannot be that. If they confirm to the tower, they can see it, and then next thing you know, the airplane lost power, and then they felt the crash is because the Mosai switched the ley line. Okay, so let's see if we can find an update. All right, that's another plane that fall and 6 people dies. Okay, let me see. All right, I believe this is the one. All right, let's check it.
Now to your top 10 headlines in just 2 minutes.
The death toll in Monday's Truckee private plane crash has increased to 6. The Nevada County Coroner's Office says because of the extent of the crash and fire, DNA evidence is being used to ID those on board.
That means they burn to crisp. That means they burn, the body burn beyond, recognition. All right. So this is plague number 2. Again, this is the ley line switch. Those things are happening a lot more often. They're happening a lot more gruesome. And you see the previous one, that guy got, he walked away without no scratch. This one, every single person on board died.
Following a months-long investigation, a 75-year-old man in Placer County has been arrested for lewd acts on a child under 14 years old. Detectives believe there may be other victims.
A CHP K-9 officer is being credited for sniffing out 182 pounds of meth. The bust was made after an officer pulled over a car in Manteca this morning.
Impaired driving is being blamed for this crash in Elk Grove. People in 2 cars were hospitalized after colliding at the intersection of Bond.
No, not impaired driving, ley lines.
And Waterman roads.
The governors of California and Nevada just had a first-hand look at the damage done by the Tamarack fire. They thanked firefighters, pleading for more to be done.
CAL FIRE is the largest civilian aerial attack force in the world.
Yeah, this is, man, I despise those guys, man. I just, Father, forgive me. I have so much they always like pointing out how great, how big we are, the largest in the world. We are heroes. We have technology and stuff. Yet behind you, the whole freaking town is burned to ashes. And this guy just sitting there and then talking like, oh yeah, and the largest in the world and stuff. Get out of here.
And it's not enough.
Tonight, President Biden and key senators, both Republicans and Democrats, say they have an agreement on an infrastructure deal. The plan includes $110 billion for highways, $65 billion to expand internet, and $73 billion for the electrical grid.
The city of Tracy is getting nearly $4 million for emergency housing. The goal is to build the city's first homeless shelter.
It looks like we're going to be able to be completed with people in our shelter by early 2022.
Just weeks after reopening its San Francisco office, Twitter says it will be closing it immediately. The company says it's due to CDC's updated guidelines.
Wow. Wow, the plague is really getting those people, man.
Power School, a Folsom education technology company, just went public. You can find them under the ticker symbol PWSC.
And a big congrats to El Dorado Hills swimmer
USC.
So
public.
You can see this. This is the some 83 Gentiles. Of course, they will have a Negro here. You see this Elamite right there. They got New York Stock Exchange, as if those people are laughing and cheering. They are doing so well. They have to do this. They have to point that out. Like, we are doing so good. The Power School and stuff like that. Look at us, and we are making so much money. And then you just watch a video previews that tell you Twitter just open something and then they close it down, and then the next thing you know, those people come. Whoops. Those people coming over there, and then they are saying all those stuff. Okay, all right. So let's see what we're going on here. Oops.
Just went public. You can find them under the ticker symbol PWSC.
And a big congrats to El Dorado Hills swimmer Bryce Mefford, who just made his Olympic debut in the 200-meter backstroke event. He will compete in the medal race.
All right, that guy can go straight to hell. All right, let us move to the next video.
Police arrested a man after they say he shot and wounded a transgender woman he met on a dating app. The incident happened back in May on Richmond Avenue in the Galleria area, but he was just...
Wow. The shooting of a cowboy man happened and close to the Highway 69. Beloved brothers and sisters, this is going to come to a shock to you. Well, some of you. Those guys do this all the time. Ever since I was aware of this event, I never, and I repeat, I never date anybody online. I am, call me old school, but I like to talk to people face to face. I would say a badly affectionate guy. I like to see you. I don't like things online. I see your pictures and then you give me instruction to meet you in a dark room. Make sure you don't turn on the light. And if we are doing anything and you will guide my tools somewhere and all that stuff. None of this garbage. None of that. No.
Recently arrested. Anayeli Ruiz joins us live from that area. Anayeli.
Well, hey guys, the victim asked us not to identify her for her own safety, but she says the suspect shot her after they had a sexual encounter and they argued about her being transgender.
First off.
Oh, praises to the Most High, man. Hey, man, this guy, you met this young woman and then you had some type of appointment for a baking lesson, and just after you try to get in there and try to bake, and then you find out there's a cowboy hat in the room, there's a horse in there, and then the dirt word, you're like, what the hell, what's going on here? That's when you turn on the light. We went into this, brothers. This is not the first time things like that happen. Okay, and after the session, man, this guy found out he wasn't baking at all. He was just writing a audio and the dirt word.
Like an argument like that.
It was May 7th when this woman says she nearly died after being shot allegedly by 25-year-old Eric Aguillon. The woman says they met on a dating app a few days prior.
They say I was lucky to be alive.
Okay, so again, look at this woman leg. This dude leg is this isn't a okay. All right, this isn't a female leg at all, man. That's a dude leg, man. This man leg is all hairy and it's main form of leg. You see, this is what the Gentile does, okay? And they claim they can clone people, they can create men and women. No, they can only perverted men. They can take a man and then they perverted this man and say this man is a woman. They can take a woman and perverted this woman and say, oh well, then now you are a man. Oh, we created a man. We created this is a woman. She and her. No, man, that's a dude dressing like a woman. He's perverted. And this is not a woman, okay? So you should have told this guy, yo, I know you not into this, and I am actually a dude, and I am into this. And that guy would have told you, oh, well, no, sorry, man, I'm not into that. You made him commit the act with you, okay? And then after that, that guy find out, not only you have a third leg, but your third leg is bigger than him. That guy find out you have the same tools that he has. All right. So now with all those things going on, brothers, this is all spiritual too. This is all spiritual. What the Messiah is saying here, okay, we find this act to be an abomination, okay? to us in a physical realm right here. But to the spiritual realm, that's exactly what's going on. A lot of a lot of people out there that go to people that told them Christianity is the way. Being a Christian will save you. And now they find out that this woman they've been whoring themselves with is actually a man, is actually a transgender man. And then some people are pissed off, and some of them are hurting this woman because this spiritual woman tell them, we are the real bribe. We are the daughter of the Most High, and our husband is gonna come to deliver us, cleave unto us, do whoredom with us. Come to find out, they find out this dude has the same tools that they carry, so they shot him in the back. So this is kind of like Christianity right now.
Court documents say Aguillon came over after there was a sexual encounter, and they began arguing.
It transpired to argument for me not telling him. He said I didn't tell him I was transgender, and which I guess what I told him, or he felt between my legs and him.
That's that. I guess I told him, but he felt to my legs and stuff. This man was feeling the legs like, wait a minute, am I feeling my leg or her leg? It feels like I'm feeling the leg of my own because I'm a man, but somehow it turned out to be her leg. All right, beloved brothers?
No.
The victim believes Aguillon was mad and shot her. The gunshot left her paralyzed.
Yeah, I have a lot of internal injury. I got a laceration on my liver and spinal cord, which caused me not to walk.
And now, Eric.
So now because of this, and you lied to this man, you didn't tell this man the truth. He's done the deed with you, and then come to find out that you weren't a genuine, authentic woman. Okay, so this is the same thing with Christianity, man. A lot of people are finding out that they've been whoring themselves with the wrong person. Okay, and then boom, they shot you in the back. You can't walk now.
Aguillon has been arrested. This woman hopes she can get some kind of justice, but in the end, she wants to be able to get her life back.
I'm gonna be back up walking soon. Yep.
So
keep a positive attitude and stay motivated.
So again, the Most High always puts something in there and let us know why he is doing this. Okay. Then those people, excuse me, those people always try to call on the black woman, to identify it. I know I will receive email or you shouldn't say anything about her. She has the right because she's black. She got that black picture over there, but this is not what we're talking about. When you look at here, beloved brothers and sisters, you can see, what do you see here? Type it in the live chart. Okay, this is what happened. Those people are Christians. They are Christians. You can see the massive amount of crucifix here, the mark of the beast here. And beloved, for those of you who've been following the Most High channel, who've been following what the Most High has been doing, you always see he always puts something in there saying, hey, I did this, and this is why. This dude could turn out to be a pastor. This dude could turn out to be the choir conductor, which is all of those guys. If not, well, I mean, I'm not going to say all of them, but 99.99% of those guys wear a cowboy's hat. Yeah, right. You can see it here, beloved. You see all those things, all those crosses. That mean those people they having the mark of the beast, and the Most High is taking judgment upon them. All praises. Okay, we really don't care about the rest, but anyway.
Good evening to both of you. This is obviously a very troubling and disturbing case. And as you mentioned, at this hour, police are still trying to investigate and determine who committed this heinous crime inside of the movie theater. But police have identified 2 victims. An 18-year-old woman died here at the movie theater, and police say the 19-year-old.
How old was she? You know what to do. Movie theater shooting Tic Tac star on life support. Young woman killed in Corona. I believe they got the dude. He's somewhere around here. After this, we are going to take the update. They got, I think that dude name is Jimenez or something.
Man is on life support. Now, we're showing you pictures of the first victim here, 18-year-old Riley Goodrich. She was shot and killed inside of the theater. We know there's a GoFundMe page to help her family, and we spoke with one of her friends who was too distraught to go on camera, but says Riley's family is concerned about their safety because right now police are not quite sure what took place inside of this movie theater. Now, we know the second victim is 19-year-old Anthony Barajas. Police say he's on life support at the hospital following the shooting. We want to also show you some scene video that we gathered earlier at around midnight when this happened. We know that Corona police say Goodrich and Barajas were at the Edwards Theater within the...
So this is what I'm getting with this thing. She's 18. She got killed in a theater called 18, and her friend was 19. And then the guy that killed them, till now, they find out it seems like it was unprovoked. It's just this dude just walked up to them and shot and killed them for no reason whatsoever.
The Crossings shopping center together to see a movie. Both of them were watching a late showing of The Forever Purge when the shooting happened.
How ironically. The Messiah is purging you scumbags from the land. Okay, all praises. We don't want to know the rest. Somewhat, it's somewhere around here. All right. Again, this is plague number 9, execution by the sword, and also plague number 5, destruction by the sword. All praises to the Messiah. Oh, what's going on here? Oh yes, I believe we watched this. Okay, all right. Let's see. Did we watch that? I'm not quite sure. Seems like we watched this, but it wouldn't hurt. I think we did. All right, let's see what's going on. Yes, we did. We did on the previous video. All praises.
And a sad update. The family of a Brooklyn woman who was pulled down a flight of stairs during a subway robbery told us Than Thuy has died. The 58-year-old mother has been in a coma since the July 17th attack. Her family says they...
July 17th? Is that what that is, or July 7th? What's going on with those people, man? You know, did it happen on July 17th or July 7th? It is say here, update, 58-year-old woman dies after July 7th subway robbery. And then she said July 17th. Is that what that is?
Has been in a coma since the July 17th attack.
What is this? What kind of reporting is this? I can't pass this woman, but for the love of the nation, I'll pass her.
Her family says they have donated her organs to those in need. So far, no arrests in the case.
Okay, so what happened here, you got this Moabite woman. She was, let me see, okay. She was working, and you see lately, brothers, those people are in the news just like us now. It feels like the 90s for you people. Yeah, it feels like the crack epidemic for you. Now you are catching hell. You are catching hell. Left and right, you're catching it. Because you were part of some 83 Gentiles that came upon our loins. You know, you see the Moabites are catching hell. They are dying. Okay? This woman, she was working and some dude grabbed her purse and tried to fight her for the purse. And then she didn't want to give up the purse. And the dude pulled her down. And then she fell out the stair and she went to the hospital. She didn't make it. All praises to the Most High.
Monday going eastbound.
People with those type of cars, they take advantage or they think it's something that's how it's supposed to be driven, when it's not.
The 57-year-old woman driving the...
Look at this, brethren. Look, man. All praises.
Hyundai died. Her car flipped on its top from the impact. The 44-year-old Ferrari driver, identified by family as James Edgar, died at a hospital. Edgar's wife saying, quote, "I think James had a health emergency which caused him to crash."
That's not what that is. Okay, let's watch. Let's watch. Is it what that? Let's watch the video right here. Okay, and then we'll come back to 41. Watch this.
The crash happened in 3 seconds. Surveillance video only obtained by KPR. The crash happened in 3 seconds. Surveillance video only obtained by KPRC2 shows the moment a speeding Ferrari traveling west on Westheimer Road near the Galleria, identified by family as James Edgar, died at a hospital. Edgar's wife saying, quote, "I think James had a health emergency which caused him to crash."
Of course.
Police have not confirmed that, but say speed was definitely a factor. Nathan Spencer works at the gas station nearby on Westheimer and Chimney Rock.
I was driving by yesterday and then I saw the Ferrari crashed into the wall.
Again, the Most High always put something in there and let you know, hey man, I'm doing this, okay? So, you know, you can see behind this dude right here, you know, there's that giant number. I'm not quite sure what that number is, but anyway, let us keep on moving, beloved brothers and sisters. Let us keep on and let the angels talk and give us praises. And you can see all kind of number here: new beginning here, destruction here, the 13th Dinah here. Okay, the brothers are here. 1 + 5, 6, the sin of man, the judgment upon the beast, all of this. And then you can see this here, number 9, destruction, and 669, destruction again. All praises to the Most High. All praises. The Most High is all over. You know, 999, you know, 999, 1599, 899, 1349, 640. You know, destruction all over the place, man. All praises to the Most High, man. The Most High is grand, beloved brothers and sisters. Yes.
And I was like, people drive way too fast, and that was a problem.
Less than 24 hours later, another crash outside of Spencer's gas station. A pickup truck crashed at the same intersection, taking down power lines. Spencer says
this should I tell you something. This would have tell you this is not speed. This has nothing to do with anything else. Something is going on in this intersection. Like I told you, the wife and I the other day, we just came from her mother's house, and then we stopped right there by the train track, and then there's an accident that happened right in front of us. But it didn't happen in front of us, but where the accident happened, we can see it. And then my girl said, my wife said, okay, well, wow, this is like the second time today. And then a dude pulled up next to us on a little bike, on a little motorcycle, a little scooter. And then he said, you know what happened? And then we're like, what happened? He said, this is the third time that happened here today. And then we look on the ground, we can see all the debris from the windows, or from the headlights and backlights, and then the windshields and stuff like that. So, and then it's clear to us that this intersection over there have a massive active ley line on it. Okay, let us listen to this again.
Fast, and that was a problem.
Less than 24 hours later, another crash outside of Spencer's gas station. A pickup truck crashed at the same intersection, taking down power lines. Spencer says he's seen about 5 deadly accidents within the month.
This should have tell you something. This should have tell you like something is going on here. This is not normal. It's not like people are drunk, they're having medical emergency. It's just the ley line, and all praises.
It's become predictable every time an accident like this happens, and it's getting ridiculous and out of hand.
It is. They are saying that, brothers, okay? They are saying that, okay? Sucks he had to take someone with him. Wife said he had a health emergency that causes crash. Yeah, right. She just trying to avoid a 1-foot death lawsuit. That's true. That guy had us on his own death. You know, never sorry for those kind. I was hit by someone speeding, causing my car to flip 3 times. By the grace of God and his angels, I'm here to see another day. Glory to our God. Rest in peace to the victim. I am 100, if not 200% this woman watch our people. Christian don't talk like those are the Christian that come to the channel, okay? And then they see things that we're talking about, and then they're now talking about by the grace of God or angels and his angels. They usually say by the grace of Jesus and his blood, I was saved. Okay. All right. So if we let me see if we can do. Those are the Christians that come to our channel, beloved. Okay. Okay. Okay. So yeah, those are the Christians. All right. Yeah, those are the Christians that come to our that come to our channels, that come to our brothers and sisters, and then just stand there and then ask for prayers and stuff and talk like us and bring stuff, and then the Most High give them warning, okay, but they still don't want to come back. Okay, all right. So, all right, well, we're done here. We're done. All right. How long we are into this thing? Oof, an hour. All right.
All right, another brazen theft at a San Francisco drugstore caught on video. It comes after the governor and local officials pledged to crack down on crime that has forced so many stores to close down. Our crime reporter Henry Lee joins us now live. He's at SFPD headquarters with the latest. Henry.
Yeah, it's been happening over and over, Julie. Thieves thinking they can steal things with impunity, thinking they will never get caught. That's an issue that brought a candidate for governor to San Francisco today. It's happened again. 4 women run off after stealing from a CVS pharmacy at Van Ness and Jackson in San Francisco, this time just before 6 Monday night. It's the latest grab-and-go crime in San Francisco that's forced many drugstores in the city to close. The man who took this video tells me he feels sorry for the workers who have lost their jobs or have had their hours reduced because of what he called out-of-control shoplifting. Organized retail theft has become such a hot-button issue that it's now a point of focus in the upcoming gubernatorial recall election. Former San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer spoke outside the...
Again, never do this thing. What this dude did here, try to tackle this guy. I'm not quite sure if he works here. Most likely he does, but you know, mind your own business. Those people, they make their laws, okay, and the tutor are giving them hell, okay. You don't get involved with this. Those stores are covered, they got insurances, okay. Those people can claim anything and their insurances and make millions, and then you ended up dead, okay. Don't stay out of it. All right, all praises. Okay, this is in Italy. All right, this is in Italy, beloved. And Samobio, not quite sure. This is in Samobio, Italy. Look at this. Okay, this is a bike crush. Okay, the rushing water. Look at this. The Most High is literally sweeping those people off the land, beloved. Look at this. Look at this car. Like, damn. See? Give a little volume here. I hate this. I hate the robotic voice. Yeah. All right. So the Most High is doing this. He's destroying Europe, man. Things like that used to happen in the Caribbean and, you know, Florida. But the rain is still raining. It's still the hailstorm. And all praises to the Most High, man. He's doing this.
But she's asking anyone with information about the shooter to turn that person in now. This is 18-year-old Riley Goodrich and 19-year-old Anthony Barajas. The 2 teenagers were seeing a movie together last night at the Edwards 18 in Corona when someone shot them both inside the theater, killing Riley and leaving Anthony on life support.
So again, let me see. There's the next one that caught this. Now you see those people are dying very young, brothers. They are dying. They are TikTokers and stuff. They are dying very young. So, you know, the Most High is doing this to them. I believe the next video could probably be the guy, but we'll get him.
Heart attacks.
All right.
And right now we are working some breaking news for you. The highly anticipated lobster mini season has already turned dangerous in the Keys.
1 man killed, another seriously injured while in the water. Local 10 Syra Onwar is live in Fort Lauderdale with the latest. Syra.
So Janice and Christy, Monroe County Sheriff's Office have already released 2 major incidents related to lobster mini season. The first, a man who lost consciousness in the water and later died. The second, a man who had to be airlifted after getting caught up in a boat's propeller. Today we...
Wow. You see, the Most High is making it so, beloved brothers and sisters, that those people cannot enjoy anything from his land. Not from the land, not from the sea. The Most High is making it so difficult, so uncomfortable. One of the guys just passed out. He died. And one of them got caught in a boat propeller and then died.
We rode along with Fort-Lauderdale Fire Rescue, who really highlighted the importance of safety this lobster mini season.
Ideally, at the end, we want everyone to go home safe.
While lobster lovers come out to enjoy the mini season, safety can't be left on shore.
Over the next 2 days, we'll respond to numerous calls for service, whether it's from missing divers, heart attacks, injuries, you pretty much name it, we'll be out here.
Everyone on board Fort-Lauderdale Fireboat 49 is a trained paramedic ready to respond to any incidents that may happen out on the water. 2 incidents already reported this morning in Monroe County. Fort-Lauderdale Fire says they typically see a few fatalities across the state every year during the mini season. And out here you can see a perfect example of what not to do. You see a diver out there without a dive flag. That diver is at risk of getting hit by a boat. So amid a long list of rules for those looking for lobsters, including lobster limits, no lobstering zones, and size requirements, personal safety is always at the top.
So yeah, those people can't enjoy this thing because they are dying. All praises.
A wine company founded by Governor Gavin Newsom was hit by thieves in San Francisco again. The Chronicle reports it happened yesterday morning at Plump Jack Wine and Spirits at its Cow Hollow location. Police found a broken storefront window. No one was inside. Police say there have been several attempted break-ins since the pandemic began, including 3 this year alone.
All praises to the Most High. You know, those people, they're swagger jacking the government. All praises to the Most High. The Most High is no peace for you, man.
An update on a deadly shooting at a 4th of July block party. 34-year-old Michael Wright has been arrested and charged with second-degree murder.
So he's just, again, the Most High has a funny way, man. When we say the Most High is grand, when we say the Most High, beloved brothers and sisters, he communicates, he does his thing in a mysterious way. He does. We covered that that July 4th black party that, you know, this guy shot and killed those people and things like that. So this dude named, beloved, his name is Michael. Okay, he's 34 years old. You know what to do. The Archangel Michael. Again, this is the angel reporting back onto us. And this dude's shirt, it says the word champion. Michael, the Most High champion. You know, Michael, the Most High champion. The dude name is Michael. He's 34 years old. 3 + 4 = 7. Perfection. How many times, beloved, we see people in the news, their name are Mike, Miguel, Mike. This is the angels reporting. You know, the 2/3 really don't care, okay? The 2/3 simply don't give a You know, he was at a party, an argument happened, he shot and killed people. Okay, they got him now, all right? All praises to the Most High.
Investigators say he opened fire, killing 1 person and injuring 2 others who were near children playing in bounce houses at a crowded annual block party in Roosevelt, Long Island. Police say Wright got into a dispute with another group of men. Both sides fired shots. He will be arraigned later today.
A wine company founded...
Okay, all praises to the Most High, man. Crazy. All right, this is the 2/3. Shooting. All right, there's a woman with a baby over there. You know, the 2/3 don't care. They just shoot and they shot that guy in his ass. The guy is running. You know, let's play this a little bit slower. All right, so this is what happened. The 2/3 are shooting. And you can see this dude got shot in his butt, and then this woman on a stroller with a kid, with a little baby. Okay? The 2/3 don't care, man. They really do not care. We give the Most High praises and glory. This guy, somewhat, he survived. Is it fatal? Man opens fire as woman pushes baby in stroller, okay? Okay, this is plague number 5, destruction by the sword. All praises to the Most High. This thing is out of control.
There's now a $5,000 reward for information after a 60-year-old mother was found shot to death inside a Garland home. Police released surveillance video from around 7 Tuesday evening. It shows a female driver and male passenger get out of the vehicle and go into the home's garage on Briar Way.
Police don't know what happened, but Patricia Eifert was found dead inside. They say the suspects drove away in the area of Barcelona Drive and then were also involved in a hit and run where the male suspect pointed a gun at another person. And
you can't make these things up, man. Those people, I'm not saying anything, but they probably did this, and then they get into a crash, and then they pull the ley line. The whole thing, brothers, the whole thing, beloved sisters, is all craziness. All praises to the Most High, man.
Anyone with any information is asked to call police at 972-48.
We don't care.
The camp looks amazing in this promotional video. Spectacular scenery, swimming, rustic cabins, archery, hiking. Sure, it was pricey, $3,400 for just 2 weeks. But lots of parents thought Camp Quinabarge in New Hampshire was worth it. But the camp shut down after just 6 days. Counselors we spoke to say the complaints include meals served on dirty dishes, shortage of food, not enough trained counselors.
Again, you see that the angels are reporting, they make it so those people cannot enjoy anything. And not only they can't enjoy anything, they are not comfortable, and there is no more people to cater to them to do their messed up stuff. And the Most High is destroying the deities of life. You know, they will send their children to camp and have fun and all that. And $3,400 for 2 weeks, man, that's a lot. But anyway, so he's just like the Most High is like just a Haitian in the kingdom. So he made it so bad for them that they can't enjoy anything, even their children.
One kid wrote home, "We are not having fun. So many things are wrong with this place."
Again, beloved, when you hear children, men, women are saying things like that, that is because they can feel it in their soul. Things are not doing well.
Kind of reminds us of that famous spoof song.
Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Granada.
YAHAWAH Harris was a camp counselor.
It was like what did I sign up for?
Things seemed helter-skelter, madcap.
Caliban Chesterfield was a kitchen assistant at the camp. What was it like working in the kitchen?
We had some issues with food being prepared properly. Sometimes it was being sent back because it was still undercooked, sometimes raw.
Okay, sometimes undercooked, sometimes raw. Okay, the Most High is doing this. The Most High did this.
Camp's executive director says there were pandemic-related challenges. We closed when it became clear the staffing and food issues were not improving and were likely to get worse.
Again, so we are telling the people a lot of things out there are closing down because not only the people keep getting sick, and they can see it, brothers, and some of them are being honest. They really don't want to risk anything, beloved. But again, only the Most High can tell, because the Most High, his time, he controls time. You know, the Most High is everything. So, hey, he's crashing and shutting down all those people's stuff.
We sincerely apologize to all those families and staff members who were impacted by our premature closure.
Okay, so they had to close. The camp says despite the... So they had to close, all right? They had to shut down. The Most High shut them down, say no more fun. And again, people think, beloved, this thing will go away. They think they can magically create some scumbag cure, and then not only this thing will go away, they will have some type of infrastructure bill, and then with this bill, they will be able to resolve all sort of things, and then they will be able to come back. Is that thing even recording? Yes, it is. And they will be able to come back and enjoy the blessing again. Hell to the mother loving. No, all praises to the Most High, all right?
Queens prosecutors are searching for an accused drunk driver who was arrested for killing a Lyft driver but jumped bail. The victim's grief-stricken wife is pleading with the suspect to turn himself in. She spoke exclusively with CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez.
Kulsama Jahan Baby of Borough Park, Brooklyn, sat in mourning at the Morganville, New Jersey grave of her beloved husband, Mohammed Hossein. She prayed.
Beloved, every single time we see one of those people while the Ishmaelites getting destroyed, the name of those person it always be Muhammad. So, the Mosai is just showing you that he's pounding everybody. Everybody is getting hit. Says Boja, I'm the prime owner of this earth. And they just kick the guy out. You know, the Mosai is bringing down everyone. That's the angels, you know, reporting back onto us. Okay, watch this.
The drunk driver accused of killing him back in June will turn himself in.
He just took everything away in an instant.
Okay, this is plague number 1, sorrow. Beloved, when you look at the face, well, at the faces of those two women, do they look like the face of Jacob's trouble? Do those people look like a group of people that are saying, hey, we are ready to bring on Jacob's trouble. We are ready to come upon their land and swagger jack them and put them in camp and gas them and kill them. We are ready to lead the world. Do those people look like a group of individuals that have such a pride, such happiness, such allure? Am I saying this right? Not because sometimes I'm saying like stuff in French and I'm thinking like, you know, and things like that. Define allure. Okay.
Here's the definition of allure. The quality of being powerfully and mysteriously attractive or fascinating.
All right, yeah, I was right. Okay, well, boy, that French class is finally paid up. So anyway, do those people look like they have that allure in them, that powerful, fascinating? When you look at those people, like, man, I want to follow them. No. No, no, no, and no. They look broken. They are under judgment. The Mosai took away their men, which we remind us from a video that the beloved brother Big Judah published, that when he said that the Heavenly Father is taking the men out, the women are left vulnerable. And guess what? I do not like to say this, but it has to be said. You see, all those quote-unquote the 2/3 that you see out there, the Mosai are going to save a couple of them to do certain things to certain group of women, because our women went under this type of gruesome act, and this act will happen to your woman also. All your women, they will suffer from this act. Thus save the Lord.
Please, just come forward, please.
Police say just before 4 a.m. on Sunday, June 13th, 47-year-old Hossein was taking home a passenger in Manasseh, Queens, when 22-year-old Eric Chimborazo of Brooklyn T-boned Hossein's SUV, killing the Lyft driver, a father of 3.
I just want him to come forward and accept his guilt, you know?
That's what we used to say. That's what we used to tell the other people. We just want you guys to come and accept your guilt, give yourself in. That guy is long gone.
He has done so much damage.
Police arrested Chimborazo, who prosecutors say was unlicensed, uninsured, and drunk when he ran a red light, plowing this black SUV into Hossein's Toyota RAV4. He was released on $10,000 bail. The Queens DA's office says the court ordered Eric Chimborazo to surrender his passport from Ecuador. When he didn't show up for court on Tuesday, a judge issued a warrant for his arrest. Hossein's family says they told prosecutors they feared Chimborazo would take off, and now they worry he'll never be found.
I think he's gone. We can't find out how a person comes into the United States.
That guy is gone. He's gone. He's out there.
Out how a person leaves the United States as well.
He killed a father of 3, and there's other people that have been put in jail right away, and this felon is out on the loose, you know, can kill somebody else.
Hossein was the sole provider for his family. His widow now struggles to find a way to support them.
Just like our women. Just like our women, just like our widow. This is your turn now. This is your turn. You're going to do certain things out there to earn money. Like our women had to do during slavery, after slavery. Okay, doing Jim Crow in the 70s, you know, our men turned into pimp and our women into hoes. You're going to have to do certain things out there to earn this money. Thus say the Lord.
She's pleading with Chimborazo and his family to do the right thing.
Please let the police know where he is, please. Don't let him run away from this, because this could happen to anybody.
Oh yeah, well, I accept it happened to you. When things like that happen to our women and our men are no longer, they put them in jail for a little crack of cocaine. That my brother was an addict. You put him in jail for 30, 40 years, and the wife is left alone to defend for herself. She had to do things out there. Horrible and terrible thing, because, you know, the curses was upon us. Now it's your turn. The 400 years is up. Pay up.
And this heartbroken family doesn't want anyone else to experience their pain.
Of course, now you guys experience our pain, and then you don't want anyone else to experience what we experience. Get out of here, man. All praises to the Most High, man.
A New Jersey woman accused of going on a racist rant inside a Burlington County hotel last week will stay in jail until her trial in September.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Treziak was arrested after she was caught on camera screaming those racial slurs at the front desk clerk of the motel.
That's the Most High flashing the Super 8. Most High said, hey, or is it? This is a new beginning. You can't do this Haitian anymore, okay? She's going to stay in jail for that. All praises to the Most High. Okay, so this is those people right here. Let me. Okay, there's some music and.
Yo, you gotta go, bro.
That's the security guard. He gotta tell him, you gotta go. He can't touch him. You know, if he touch him, this guy will go to jail. He break the law. This is how backward the Most High made their blessing. This guy is swagger jacking everything, and this guy cannot stop him.
Needs department.
And he's doing a great job. Stay out of it.
Need to go. Hey, you need to leave, man. You need to leave.
Okay, you can't do anything to him. All right.
Come on, guy.
Okay, so, and then this guy is still taking things.
I'm following you. Look at me.
All right, so it's just taking everything that he need to take, and then that's what the Most High did to their law.
A New Jersey woman accused.
Okay, the Most High did this to their blessing. There's nothing they can do. All praises to the Most High.
Two were shot during the showing and were found by an employee. An 18-year-old has died, and a 19.
Okay, all right. I think did they caught that guy yet? That's pretty much the same. All right.
Home in full hazmat.
Death investigation underway in West Park. A 15-year-old dying after falling ill.
Firefighters going into the teen's home in full hazmat gear. One of them suffering burns from an unknown chemical. Local 10's Bridget Matter is live with what we're learning about the young man. Bridget.
The death of this teen is really a mystery. Nicole and Calvin, the family says he was never sick. Tonight, police still at his home. Police are investigating the bizarre death of a 15-year-old boy in West Park. Family identified the teen as Lorvin's Julian and says they have no idea what killed him.
He's a nice boy.
Investigators say family took the teen to the hospital because he wasn't feeling well. Once there, staff from Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital called police to report a strange chemical smell coming from the teen. When police and hazmat teams went inside the teen's home, a deputy had to be transported to the hospital for trouble breathing. Ultimately, investigators determined through readings and samples for possible chemicals, the home was safe and nothing hazardous was found. The boy's uncle says he's been in the home for years and can't pinpoint what the chemical smell could have been.
We don't have no chemical inside. We don't have no gas, no nothing inside.
This kid name is Lovins Julian? Let me see. His name.
Of a 15-year-old boy in West Park. Family identified the teen as Lorvins Julian and
Lovins Julien. I mean, he's Haitian. You know, I don't know them, but I know my people. And what happened to him? They say they smell. He's not doing right. They bring him to the hospital, and he died. And they smell a strong smell upon him, strong chemicals. And then they sent the sheriff to check his house. The sheriff had to go to the hospital because he could not breathe. And then when they checked the hospital, when those hazmat suit fellow checked there, they find nothing. Okay, let us finish this.
Ultimately, investigators determined through readings and samples for possible chemicals, the home was safe and nothing hazardous was found.
Okay, so they couldn't find anything in there, all right? Understand this.
The boy's uncle says he's been in the home for years and can't pinpoint what the chemical smell could have been.
We don't have no chemical inside. We don't have no gas, no nothing inside.
So what killed the 15-year-old is unknown.
You know what killed this dude? It's called a pestilence. It's something that our people do, certain things, and certain people need certain money and stuff, and then they do certain things to their children and stuff. But anyway, we don't know what happened. Okay, this kid, he's 15. He wasn't feeling good. They took him to the hospital. He died there. They find out he had a bunch of chemicals coming from him. They sent somebody to the house. There's nothing there. All praises to the Most High. Mysterious.
Home in full hazmat gear. One of them suffered.
All right. Well, we got this.
Beaches near Tampa have been littered with dead fish killed by a massive algae bloom that marine scientists say has been worsened by pollution.
That's false. That is false. The reason why we see all those marine life or all those birds are falling off the sky because it's plague number 3, destruction by pestilence among the cattle. Cattle mean animal, birds, fish, any kind of living animal. The Most High will put a destruction upon them. When you can't find any animals to eat, you will get number 4, famine of the world. Gentiles world. We will eat, you will die. That's what that is. It's a pestilence. Nothing. Red tie is your explanation, but it's a pestilence.
For CBS's Ben Tracy.
Tyler Capella took us out on Tampa Bay to see what he calls his nightmare.
Gnarly.
Oh man, that's nasty. Dead fish everywhere.
Oh man, this just goes forever.
Killed by a red tide, a massive algae bloom that has turned Tampa Bay toxic. As a fisherman, what's it like to see this?
So the Most High is doing those things. Again, brothers, Most High got like billions, literally trillions of fish. They're all not going to die. He just deprived those people of food, and they love fishing and love the enjoying things. The Most High is shutting them down.
Oh man, I mean, it's devastating. My worst fears have come true.
Capella runs a fishing charter business and is documenting the fish kill to pressure elected officials to help. He even covered himself in dead fish.
Do I have your attention now?
What's the worst you've seen?
Dead fish as far as you could see in every direction. I mean.
Okay, so this is the pestilence of the Most High sending to them, which is plague number 3. Destruction by pestilence among the animals.
Big ones, small ones. It looked like a bomb had gone off.
Red tides do naturally occur off the coast of Florida, but scientists say they're now happening more frequently, and humans are making them worse.
No, that's not what it is. That has nothing to do with red tide and stuff. If they happen, they usually happen. It shouldn't do anything to them. Remember, the manatees are dying. The stuff are dying. Okay, there is something the Most High put in the water that killed them. Or there could be an animal that just released in the water that released a toxin in there that killed them. All praises.
Warming ocean temperatures due to climate change may lead to more red tides.
That's
and
not
this
true.
spring, more than 200 million gallons of polluted water from an old phosphate plant was dumped in the bay, which could have made this red tide worse. It now stretches for about 100 miles of the Florida Gulf Coast and had moved right into Tampa Bay.
Now that is very unusual.
Michael Crosby studies red tides at Sarasota's Marine Laboratory.
It becomes very difficult for it to get back out again because of the tidal sloshing back and forth.
Tyler Capello worries he's running out of time.
Are you worried about your livelihood?
Oh, 100%. My fear is that this entire region has potential to become a dead zone.
Give them a spirit of fear. Give them a spirit of despair. Give them a spirit of loneliness, emptiness. Take their blessing away. This is the angels coming back and reporting to us. All praises. Let's read the comment a little. Treat the sea like garbage dump, and this what you get. We left this world to our children and grandchildren. Good luck. And sure, the tons of taxes. That has nothing to do with this. You scumbag been dumping toxic waste in our ocean for years, ever since you come here in 1492. You never stop. Okay, now, after the 400 years, all of a sudden, oh, it's toxic and stuff. Get out of here, man.
Developments tonight on a subway robbery that turned deadly. Police releasing new images today of the man they are searching for. Here he is, 52-year-old David Robinson. Robinson's a...
Boy, this guy's 52 years old. You know what to do. And his first name is David. You got David, Michael, Danielle, all those are the angels come back reporting, okay?
Accused of knocking over and severely injuring Thon Tway earlier in the month at the N train station at Canal Street. Tway was taken off life support today and died.
All praises to the Most High, okay? The 2/3 will give you nothing but trouble. All right, this dude was trying to rob this woman. She resists. You know, she died, and then, you know, this guy is on the loose. All praises to the Most High.
Now to climbing COVID cases in Illinois, more than 2,000 new cases today alone. That's the most in one day since the first week of May. A vaccine mandate could be on the way for more than 2 million federal workers. Tomorrow, President Joe Biden is expected to announce the order that will require federal workers across the country to be vaccinated or to get tested repeatedly.
Okay, all praises to the Most High.
Rises in this week's luxury jet crash in Truckee. We just learned about 2 more victims, bringing the number of killed to 6. Thanks so much for joining us at 4 o'clock. I'm Elizabeth Kling.
And I'm Curtis Ming. Our news streaming right now on CBS and Sacramento. CBS 13's Laura Hafley live with these breaking details. Laura?
Well, I just spoke to the Nevada County Sheriff's Office. They confirmed that 6 people were on board that private jet when it crashed in Truckee. The FAA had previously reported that number to be 4. Now, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office also includes the coroner's office. They tell us 2 crew members and 4 passengers were on board that plane when it crashed down on the Ponderosa Golf Course, narrowly missing homes and a school bus on the ground. Now, because of how severe that impact was when the plane crashed, and then the fire that took place on the ground afterwards, the victims' bodies are unidentifiable. The sheriffs tell us they're going to have to rely on DNA samples to identify those victims. That is why, in part at least, those victims have not yet been identified and their names have not been released. We have learned, though, about one of the victims. He was an avid golfer and may have been on the way to Truckee from a golfing trip. Now, out of...
So, okay, so again, an avid golfer. So, you know, and our people, unfortunately, we're very good at golf, but we do not have the luxury to play golf. So this avid golfer, most likely.
Respect for his family, who may not all know, we have not released the name. But again, that new information from the Nevada County Sheriff's Office, 6 people were on board that private jet.
Private jet. Most likely this person is not one of us, but okay, all praises to the Most High. Ley lines.
We've seen a series of thunderstorms all over Utah that have led to microbursts that can dump a large amount of rain in just moments. We see what's going on down in southern Utah this afternoon, including Cedar City, where they're about to issue an emergency declaration. But do these kinds of rain showers make a difference in the drought, like the one we're having right now? The Utah Division of Water Resources says every bit of moisture helps. But summer storms aren't going to put much of a dent in the overall problem.
You heard that? You heard that? That means when they told you this, they know this thing is real. They know that they are done, okay? They know that, amen, the goose is cooked. Stick the fork in it. You know, they know it's ready.
We had really dry soils, and all the water that would have ran off just soaked up into the soils. So it definitely is important part of our water supply, but snow is where we get all of our actual reservoir storage.
Okay, so how far we are from winter season? I would say another 5 months. Is that what that is? Somewhere around like 6 months. All right, well, let's see.
Storage.
The Division of Water Resources says microbursts can also negatively impact water quality. The intensity at which they come in churns up rocks, soil, and trees along the way, contaminating the water supply.
All praises. Oh, oops.
U.S. Centers.
All praises to the Most High. All praises.
We're starting with breaking news this morning. An arrest has been made after a mysterious and disturbing shooting in
Finally, we got to the scumbag. All right, let's go on.
Inside a Riverside County movie theater. And CBS 2's Amy Johnson joins us now in the studio with the latest on this story. Disturbing.
It certainly is, DeMarco. Now, this all happened inside a Corona movie theater on Monday night. Police now confirm that 20-year-old Joseph Jimenez has been booked on murder, robbery, and attempted murder charges. Detectives say witness statements helped lead to his arrest. Now, during a search of his home, a firearm matching the caliber of the weapon used in the murder was found. Jimenez is accused of opening fire on two people who were watching a movie together Monday night. 18-year-old Riley Goodrich died at the scene, and her friend, 19-year-old Anthony Barajas, is on life support. Police say there were only 6 people inside the theater at the time of the shooting. It's not yet clear if Jimenez knew the victims.
So, again, number 6 is the sin of man, weakness of man, the beast. We saw the airplane crash, and then 6 people or no more. And we see this theater had like, 6 people in there. And so the Most High is visiting the weakness and the sin of men. Not ours, those men. All praises to the Most High.
Right now, police say there is no known motive, and it appears to be an unprovoked attack.
How is this unprovoked? You guys said in the beginning, in the beginning of the video. Oh man, it's already 4 a.m. Man, I gotta go pray. Boy. I start this thing like at 2 a.m. Is it 2 hours yet? Anyway, oh boy, well, in the beginning of this video, they said this fellow, he got arrested, he got booked for robbery and stuff like that. What is it again? What's this here?
Say witness statements helped lead to his arrest. Now, during a search of his home, a firearm, murder, robbery. The 20-year-old Joseph Jimenez has been booked on murder, robbery, and attempted murder charges.
Okay, so if he was booked on robbery, murder, and attempted murder, there was a motive there. Something happened. But, you can see the demon in that guy's eyes, man. All praise. Beloved, let me enlarge this. With the spiritual eyes, you can see the 2 horns that this guy got. You see the left horn and the right horn right there. This guy is a straight up demon. Okay, this is the Most High. This is the angels come back and and report unto us. You can see the horn right there. You can see that horn right there, and then and then the horn right here. And he's a demon. Kill those people for no reason or any reason for that matter. All praises to the Most High. Thank you, Father. Thank you, the angels, for reporting unto us. And this guy name is Joseph. Out of all the name, have you seen this, brothers? All those people name are biblical. They are our names. Joseph, Michael, Daniel, Uriel, Suriel, Muriel, Gabriel, Miguel, Michael, those guys, all praises. You can't make that up, man. All praises, beloved.
It had to be closed after more sightings, and it comes just days after a lifeguard was possibly bitten by a shark at Jones Beach. News 4's Greg Sergel live for us at Lido Beach West, where they're now, Greg, letting people back in the water. That's a good sign.
A good sign, Adam, and you said it. Another day, more shark sightings here on Long Island's South Shore. This time along a 4-mile stretch between Point Lookout and Long Beach. 4 sharks were sighted in a roughly 15-minute time period today around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Hempstead lifeguards spotted 2 of them here in the Lido Beach area, about 20 yards offshore.
So you've seen now, beloved, for those of you who've been following the Most High's judgment, the angel's report, you see there's something going on with sharks. And the other day we had a dude, he got messed up. He was swimming and something bit him. He assumed it was a shark, and you see a bunch of sharks coming to our canals, and you see a lot of shark attack, and then now you see this, and those people cannot enjoy the blessing. That's the Heavenly Father doing this to them. Oops. Oh, man.
Offshore. They're all believed to be black tip sharks. Now, after each incident, swimmers were ordered out of the water. Long Beach did reopen its beach about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and Hempstead Town is now allowing bathers to swim up to their waists. Shark patrols, however, are being ramped up in these areas. Crews on boats, lifeguards on personal watercraft, and walking the shore. The obvious goal, to keep bathers safe.
This shark went straight. You saw a fin swimming for at least 2 to 3 seconds forward. You could not mistake it.
And these are close to the shoreline. That's where these people swim. So we really have to monitor those areas well. We don't want any bad instances, and we're going to do every precaution we have to. And if we have to close the beach again, regrettably, we will. But it really would only be because it's about the safety of our swimmers.
Yeah, that's the Most High closing you down. He is doing this, beloved brothers and sisters.
No, well, we'll come. No, that would never make me not come, no.
Of course.
Just be careful.
Yeah, until one of those sharks took you and then they never seen you, and then you'll never come again. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
By your ankles.
Back live now. The shark sightings began last week and have continued right through this week. A Jones Beach lifeguard is the only person who says he was bitten by a shark, but that is yet to be confirmed. Officials telling us that the sharks appear to be feeding on large schools of bait fish just off our shores, and the sharks are expected to be here for the foreseeable future. And officials say as long as they're here, swimmers could be ordered out of the water anytime they're seen.
Yeah, again, this is the Most High making it very uncomfortable for those people. Let's move to the next video.
Nine people are dead after a devastating landslide in India. Boulders rolled down a hillside, picking up speed and momentum. This is in Himachal Pradesh, the northernmost Indian state, situated in the Himalayan mountains. A minibus carrying tourists was crushed by the falling rocks. Crews rushed in to help, but for many, it was too late. 2 people were injured and 9 lost their lives.
Yeah, so that's what happened. Those people were tourists, and the Most High spoiled their fun. The Most High is making it so hard for them. They can't go anywhere, do anything, enjoy anything. All right, so, and then again, you see those people, technology, couple men's, and bringing the dead bodies, the injured body. You people don't have that super AI stuff you're always talking about. You don't.
Dr. Deepa Sharma, one of the tourists who died on this bus, tweeted photos from the Indian-Tibetan border. This tweet was reportedly posted less than 30 minutes before the landslide. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the families of those who died in the landslide will receive 2 lakh rupees, which is about 2,600 American dollars, and those who were injured will get $670. Just days earlier, monsoons in the western part of India triggered flooding and mudslides, reportedly killing over 125 people. This is
okay, so you're seeing India is under the Most High's judgment. All praises to the Most High. We've done this in a previous video, but hey, it won't hurt if we do this again. Then again, this is a destruction. Okay, number 10, thunder voices and destroying earthquake. And what happened here is a spiritual earthquake. Okay, so that's what happened, man. We give the Most High praises and glory.
Breaking news this afternoon, police have made another arrest in connection to a deadly shooting outside of Pat's Steaks in South Philly. 36-year-old Jamie Frick is charged with murder along with other crimes. David Padro Jr. from Camden was shot and killed just before 1 a.m. last Thursday outside the popular South Philly cheesesteak shop. Police have already arrested 36-year-old Paul Burkert from Reading. He is charged with murder, tampering with evidence.
So yeah, so that's, remember what happened? The two guys that got into a fight, and then now, you know, this is your people. Give them a spirit of strife, division. Any little thing that happen in the midst of them, have them destroying each other. All praises.
Tonight, a family is left heartbroken. Their son, 19-year-old Caleb Duckworth, died after being seriously injured during a fight. That fight happened at a restaurant in Dawson County on Sunday night. The sheriff says Duckworth was punched in the face, then fell and hit his head on the floor. That impact caused a brain injury, and he never woke up. Now his family is grappling with the loss.
We're never going to be the same again. We thought that by going home last night, we would be able to, it'd be better to get a good night's sleep and wake up. But this morning was the hardest part because, you know, usually we wake up, she knocks on his door and says, "Caleb, get up." And before I walk out the door, I'm like, "Caleb, get up, you got to go to work."
Again, this dude name is Caleb. Always. The Most High always put things there. All right, it's time for you guys to mourn too. You know, this is break number 1, sorrow. And again, this guy got killed, you know, with you see this death a lot. They got punched and they fell, they hit their head. They dead.
But he's not there, and he's never going to be there again, so I don't know where we go from here.
Caleb's mother posted on Facebook that her son was an organ donor and his gift of life could save 8 others. Sheriff Jeff Johnson says 1 person is in custody and officials are still looking into all that happened.
All right. So he was a worker at Applebee's, and something happened, and then the guy punched him and killed him. Okay. All praises.
When a seasoned acrobat fell in a terrible... It's called the Wheel of Destiny, but it almost led to disaster when a seasoned acrobat fell in a terrible accident. Now he's talking to Les Trent from his hospital bed.
What you're about to watch may be difficult for some viewers. The acrobat falls, smashing into the metal frame and tumbling to the ground. First responders rush to treat the stricken daredevil.
Now, again, you're seeing that those people can enjoy anything. Any little thing they try to do, this dude did that thing all the time, but just one of the angels like push him, you know, and he hit the other thing, so that kind of like break up his fall. He could have died if it was for the other part. Okay.
Difficult for some viewers. The acrobat falls, smashing into the metal frame and tumbling to the ground. First responders rush to treat the stricken daredevil. He's a member of a carnival family known as the Nerveless Knox.
They want to hear you scream!
This is how their show normally plays out, balancing on the cage of a contraption known as the Wheel of Destiny. But this day, as the crowd at a fair in Cape Cod watched, the stunt went horribly wrong.
Collapsed lung, cracked 3 ribs, crushed vertebrae, and a little crack in my spine.
That's gotta hurt, man. That's gotta hurt. So yeah, that's the Most High doing this. They can't enjoy anything, brothers. They can't enjoy anything. All praises to the Most High. How long we are into this thing? Woo! All right then.
Spoke to 23-year-old Cyrus Knock and his father, Michelangelo, from his hospital bed.
Are you in pain? Yeah, a lot of pain in my back.
Yeah, are you in pain? Come on, Negro. I broke my spine. I punctured my lungs. I got a crack in my ass. And now you're asking me I'm in pain? Come on, man. You can't go do stuff to yourself.
Cyrus tells me the accident happened at the very end of his routine.
I was getting ready to bow for the people, for the grand applause, and I got disorientated. I misplaced my left foot and I fell.
The ley line. The ley line. He got disoriented. The ley line. You know, it made him dizzy and all that. All praises to the Most High, Bridget.
Michelangelo, can you tell me what you were thinking as you were...
And it's just, beloved, do you see this? This dude name is Michelangelo. You got to be kidding. The guy name is Michelangelo. Wait, hang on. Let me see if I got this right, okay?
It fell.
Michelangelo, can you tell me what you were thinking as you were watching this?
Just horror.
Okay, all right. His father name is Michelangelo. All right, so you got to be... The Most High has a great sense of humor, okay? Let me see. Define, how do they say?
Here's the definition of define. State.
Translate angels to Spanish. Oh, here we go. All right.
Está bien.
Oh, okay. All right. Angel.
Ángel.
Nah, man, come on. Angelo. All right. Let's see. What does Angelo mean?
According to Ancestry.com, Italian, from a popular medieval personal name, Angelo, Latin Angelus, from Greek angelos, messenger, angel.
A messenger, angel, considering as a messenger sent from YAHAWAH himself, from God. So this dude name was Michelangelo, which is Michelangelo's one name, okay? For instance, Michelangelo, okay?
According to Wikipedia, Michelangelo di Lodovico Buonarroti Simoni, known simply as Michelangelo, was an Italian sculptor, painter, architect and poet of the High Renaissance born in the Republic of Florence, who exerted an unparalleled influence on the development of Western art.
Yes, Western art, whatever. So Michael, the angel, Michael, the messenger, Michelangelo. Michael told you he did this. Okay, this is like, oh, you got the brothers. The Messiah is grand, man. Watch this.
Misplaced my left foot and I fell.
Michelangelo, can you tell me what you were thinking as you were watching this?
Just horror. We're so thankful to God that he's only got the injuries he has.
Cyrus, I have to ask.
We're so thankful to God. Michelangelo, the messenger to God. He said, we're so thankful. That's the Most High, brothers, sending all those things and then mocking those people. And all praises to the Most High.
God, that he's only...
You were thinking as you were watching this?
Just horror. We're so thankful to God that he's only got the injuries he has.
Cyrus, I have to ask you, think you'll be heading back to the Wheel of Destiny anytime soon?
Yes, the show must go on. So, yeah, I'll be on that wheel.
Yeah, Michelangelo, Cyrus. His name was Cyrus or Cyprus? Let me see. What was that dude name? Let me see. Cyrus. Yeah, this guy name was Cyrus. Wait a minute. Cyrus. It's like the Bible. Who was Cyrus in the book of Maccabees? Cyrus the Great. Was the founder of Achaean Empire and king of Persia. Man, you can't make this up, beloved. Okay? Who was Cyrus the Great in the Bible?
According to Wikipedia, according to the Bible, Cyrus the Great, king of the Achaemenid Empire, was the monarch who ended the Babylonian captivity.
And the first year, okay, all right, this is what the Most High want us to know. Who ended the Babylonian captivity. Okay, and the first year of his reign, he was prompted by YAHAWAH to decree that the temple of Jerusalem should be rebuilt and that such Jews as care to might return in their land for their purpose. Beloved, I want you to give the Most High all praises and glory. The man is a master chess player. The Most High is grand. He checkmate those people right there. Beloved, this is the message. That's what we told you. This is how the Most High give his message. You know, he give it. He is so grand, man. The man put this there. He had the guy, instead of the Most High telling you, listen, he is going to end up the Babylonian captivity that we have, and then we are going to return to the land to serve him. He sent the guy. That's why he didn't kill him, though. That's why you understand now the Most High. That's why he did not kill this fellow, so he could so they could ask the guy name. And this message was carried out by the Archangel Michael. This guy name is Cyrus. And it sounds weird. I'm like, Cyrus? All praises to the Most High, beloved. How could you not give the Most High glory, beloved? According to the Bible, Cyrus, the great king of the Achaemenid Empire, was the monarch who ended the Babylonian captivity. In the first year of his reign, he was prompted by God to decree that the temple of Jerusalem should be rebuilt and that such Jews as care to might return to the land for their purpose. The captivity of the Babylonian land will return to our land and do those things, okay? Wow, all praises to the Most High, man. Okay? All praises. We got to give the Most High praises. Cyrus and Michael. We got the message, Father, and we know you're going to end this thing. We give you praises and glory. All praises. The Most High is grand. Is that thing even recorded? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Of course. Yes.
Back with this new now at 4. The grandson of the late Reverend Billy Graham is in intensive care right now. He's battling COVID-19.
Graham's daughter, Ann Graham Lotz, who lives here in Raleigh, posting on Facebook Sunday about her son Jonathan's condition. Graham asked for prayer that he would not have to go on a ventilator and that his oxygen levels would increase. Right now, he is listed in critical condition.
That means exactly what they asked. The Most High give them the opposite. This is the grandson of Billy Graham's, okay? Okay, all right. Was he vaccinated? Sending lots of serious prayer. Now it's not the time to judge, praying that God will have mercy on him. No, it is time to get to time. This is the time to judge, man. This is the judgment time. Did he take the experimental gene therapy? Play stupid games? So thoughts and prayers not working at all. Not one bit. No, Richard. Okay, this is the son of that fellow, Billy Graham's, okay? Grandson. So the Most High is visiting the scene. The scene of the forefather will be visited upon the son, okay?
Jonathan Lotz grew up in Raleigh and operates his own ministry.
There you go. So, yeah.
Her son Jonathan's condition.
So, yeah, all praises to the Most High, man. He did this.
Death was accidental.
News specialist Garna Mejia is in Hurricane today with more. So, Garna, what happened?
Yeah, good afternoon, you guys. It's just police are telling us a tragic accident. At this time, they believe that 4-year-old Cash Wallace died accidentally inside a toy chest. Now, this is what police are telling us right now. They believe his cause of death is what they're saying, quote, positional asphyxiation. On Sunday, they got a call from the 4-year-old's grandmother that the little boy was missing. The grandmother reportedly told police that she put him to bed the night before, and by the next morning, he was gone. She checked his room and around the house, but nothing, and that's when she decided to call police. Now, responding officers also searched the home, and several community and other law enforcement agencies started a wider search of the area. But then detectives felt to check the home a second time, and that's when they found Cash inside what they describe as a small toy chest in his room. Now, police say that they've spoken with and interviewed several of Cash's family members, and at this time don't feel that there was any sort of foul play. Again, they're just calling this a really, really tragic accident.
Yeah, again, it's a destruction. You can see this number 99 plus 0 equal Zaza. All praises to the Most High. He's in the midst, beloved brothers and sisters.
Fungus that in some cases is untreatable. Nothing more than that. It is linked to 2 deaths, in fact, and 2 North Texas hospitals have seen the fungus spread.
The superbug, we covered that already. It's here.
A car smashes into a home in Attleboro. Police say the vehicle that you see flipped in front of the house on West Street had been involved in a crash with another car just a short distance away. The driver sped away and eventually lost control, hitting a fire hydrant, a fence, and then the house. Fortunately, the family sleeping inside at the time was not hurt. Sky Eye captured crews working to remove that car shortly after 5:30 this morning. Police say a 72-year-old woman was taken to Rhode Island Hospital.
How old was she? She was 72 years old. You know what to do. Beloved, this is the ley line, okay? All praises. All right, let us close with this, beloved. All right, let us close with that.
2 women killed today in metro Atlanta parks. Police in both cases are still searching for the killers. The first happening in Midtown's Piedmont Park. And tonight, Atlanta police are offering a $10,000 reward to catch the person who killed Katie Janice and her dog as they walked in the park. This is a picture of the pair. Tracy A. McPeer has the latest.
Flowers mark the Charles Allen entrance at Piedmont Park, just hours after Katie Janice and her dog were found stabbed to death just inside the gate.
It's a gruesome scene.
Officers say a camera near 10th and Piedmont Avenue caught some of Janice's last known moments as she and her dog walked across the Rainbow Crosswalk there. Soon after, police say someone called 911 around 1 a.m.
So she got the picture soon after the Rainbow Cross. So most likely, I'm not from Atlanta. This could be a cowboy community, but anyway.
She and her dog walked across the Rainbow Crosswalk there. Soon after, police say someone called 911 around 1 a.m. after finding Janice's body in Piedmont Park. Officers spent hours gathering evidence inside the park and searching the lake. People who live nearby say they're simply stunned by the crime.
What would be the, motive behind doing something like this?
Jennifer Knott lives 2 blocks away from where it happened and says she walks her dog in that same spot every day.
Standard, every day. Usually sometimes twice a day. So yeah, it just really kind of shook me and hit home.
And while she didn't know Katie Janice personally, she says her heart is going out to her family and friends.
I send out prayers for her family and friends. And
yeah, the Most High is not listening to you people prayers, man.
Community, it's just it's a palpable loss.
Right now there is a $10,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest. If you have information, you're asked to reach out to Crime Stoppers or Atlanta Police.
All praises to the Most High, beloved. We're going to stop here. Let's see if the Most High have anything else for us. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, then. I think the Most High is done. Top news, Senate and stuff. Taliban meet Chinese official, Arkansas. Okay, 2 days. Police exodus. Leaving stuff. Bear 211 dies after being struck by a vehicle. So, anyway, man. Shout outs to the beloved sister. Dabu 7 is out of his freaking mind. All praises to the Most High, beloved brothers and sisters. We're done here. I'll see you folks in a couple more hours for the prayers. Although you will watch this like at 10, probably like 10:30 or 11 p.m. wherever you're at. So yeah, so all praises to the Most High, beloved. You watch how the Heavenly Father, is doing all this thing around the earth, and we give him praises and glory for all of that. The angels came back and they report unto us. We must give the Most High his credit. We must give him his glory. We must raise his name above all forever. Beloved, fast, pray, repent, repeat. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Be at peace, brethren. You see what the Most High is doing in the midst of the Gentiles. Fear not. He's not coming back to kill you. He's not coming back to destroy you. He's coming back to rescue you. May the King reign forever.